welcome back to episode 11 of Death Mark. As always, before we begin, let's do a small recap from episode 10. On episode 10, a new mark bearer arrives to the mansion. His name is Suji Damon, a doctor that appears to be very sick. Damon reveals he got his mark while he was researching his grandfather's records from when he was a military physician. Records from the Second World War that already mention the mark. But the reason no one knew about the mark is because anyone that would show the symptoms would be kept in a secret army laboratory. As we are learning this about our new mark bearer, Hiro also reveals that her grandfather was also in the same military, but he was working as an engineer. So both Hiro and Damon are grandchildren of people involved with the secret lab. With this information, we decide to investigate once again the underground shelter, since that is the location of this secret army lab. As we start investigating, we start learning about things that have happened in the lab, especially about our new spirit, the cannon soldier. Surprisingly, who teaches us about the cannon soldier is Benchy, a fellow mark bearer and an old man that we have met before on episode 7 that has been living on the underground shelter for 10 years. He lets us know that the cannon soldier was the result of an experiment using Buddha statues and souls to create a powerful war weapon. But this experiment resulted in a massacre, since the cannon soldier destroyed everyone that crossed its path. And after that, it simply stopped moving. Until now. So now it's time to continue our investigation and figure out what stopped the cannon soldier so we are able to do it again. Okay guys, so here we are. With no hesitation, we are gonna go to the secret lab, to the underground shelter. I am gonna choose Benchy as our partner because I just feel like he would be pretty useful to go with us. He did give us a key to open the doors that were previously locked, because we did open like a ghostly door, but a lot of them were actually locked. So it is gonna be very important to have Benchy, I feel like. So let's do this. Let us go. South Alley, here we go. Let's get that soldier. Don't go down, go down. No, we are gonna go down. Oh, the beat continues. The beat is continuous, guys. I am gonna just check if we do have the key on our inventory, because God knows if it's actually there. Okay, underground shelter. We do have a key, guys. Congratulations to us. I think the first one was back, so we can go and look for it. I think we can do this door, and we do have a key. The keyhole isn't rusted. Yes, I have a key. Yes, good. Thank you. Oh, okay. It's time for us to go. I don't know what like weird stuff we're gonna find out this time. Oh God. Okay. Okay. So it begins, and so it begins. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. Okay. Oh no, are we gonna need some more keys? I feel like we're gonna need more keys, because we have a little chest here. Let's investigate this first. It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck as if it's taking the place of the missing head. Oh, it's the worn out talisman. Let's go. We need that. We need that. But it's starting to add up, guys. Remember last time we were talking about soul? Soul was the head. So it does make sense that the talisman was placed to replacing the head, because it gives us soul power. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. Everything is starting to get pieced together. It's very exciting to be playing this chapter, guys, because I feel a lot of the things that I've been questioning are finally getting pieced together. The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working? Yeah, that is very curious because like we have no idea how there's still power in the underground shelter, because even if there was generators at this point, they would be long gone, guys. It's a big iron box. What can we do? What can we do? Can we feel it? Oh! Oh my god, okay. Oh! Look at this one! Ew! Like, I got scared because they looked like human faces, but then I realized that they weren't, and then I looked at this one. Ew! I don't know if you guys can even see my cursor or where I'm pointing, but... oh my god! Well... That's ominous. I forgot the voice that I gave him. Oh no. The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. Those are not statue Buddha heads, my guy. A real actual human head can clearly be seen among them. No, there's actually several, but this, yeah. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably a female. We also learned about that. The cannon soldier, male body, female head. So we did learn that information before too. Mostly likely one of the experiment victims. So this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. Excuse you? I thought you'd said that. Excuse you? Why are we talking to ourselves? I feel Banshee's gaze on me. Okay, that was bizarre to say the least. I can only carry one ad. I need to choose which one to take. Oh. Oh no. Okay. We have Merciful Buddha, Grieving Buddha, Hangry Buddha, or Woman's Head. So we have to think wisely about this. Like, I have the feeling that because of the notes, they mentioned that it had to be a woman's head. So woman's head, and what I believe is that they were talking that the Buddhas were the bodies. So I think I'm gonna go with that one, guys. Also, I don't think I want a hangry and a grieving Buddha. Mercifully one would maybe be good, but like I do feel like we need a woman's head. It's gonna be gross, but yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. I didn't like that. This was terrible. There's a thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. So we're gonna take this head to its owner. Okay. Okay guys, I tried to read a little bit more of our notes again because I am super scared of messing this up. I am so confused, but I think from this time being, I do believe that we did the best choice by choosing the woman's head, since I did the whole like rereading. But I think we might have done all of it, unless we can actually now do anything with the Buddha statue, because I was wondering if we could put the head on the Buddha statue, but let's not do that. Let's explore the other locked doors, because there was a lot of them. I hate these. We haven't gotten these ever since Anahiko's. I was not prepared. Oh my god, I am gonna have a freaking heart attack one of these days, guys. One of these days, I am telling you. So I'm not even joking. My heart starts racing so bad. Oh god. Hateful, very hateful. Okay, moving on. Try to recover a little bit from that. Do not do that again to me, game. Don't you even dare. Now, the worst part is also getting lost, because I'm always getting lost. Was this one locked too, or is this one of the labs? I have the idea. Yeah, this is one of the labs. I don't think we need to come here again. So I just went to one of the labs. And I think to the other side was just the other lab, right? Or was it not? Okay, no, we still had these two, that's right. I think one of the doors is irrelevant, so we should keep just going up because we have investigated the other lab. But this one... yeah, this one was unlocked and that was the lab, right? And then we had the valve thing. I wonder if we can go back and investigate that though, because we just got kicked out. So I wonder if we can just like go back. I don't remember what side it was, so bear with me, guys. It was not this one. Of course it's not that one, because why would it? Okay, it's this one. It's like we couldn't do any exploring here. Okay, but we can now. This is mortifying. I don't like it. So we can explore, but do nothing with it. I wonder if we can put... no, okay. I was like, I wonder if we can put the head, but not really. No, there's nothing here, guys. So I think it's safe to say that this part of the map is fully investigated. And we don't really need to come back here, so... I think we can go back just to that like straight hallway. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, we did not go on this one, did we? That's right. Okay, oh god, we're gonna go to a new room. Bag. How dare you not letting me use my key? It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. And guess what? We do have the key. Banshee's extremely quiet. Banshee, talk to me. Talk to me, my guy. Oh, this is huge. Sir, this is humongous and creepy as hell. And there's more. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Keep going, we're strong. I shrug and keep moving forward. I take one step forward and... an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. When this song comes up, guys, you know we are screwed. So, live or die, the choice is yours. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. You laybout. What are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this basic slogan at once. Oh god. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. I have no idea. 100 million honorable deaths. Luxuries the enemy. Give birth for the sake of the country. This one seems more reasonable. Okay. Oh god. It's like, how would I know these things? I mean, the other ones were a little bit weird, but... Once more, declare or resolve the strike. Back with hair raids. We won't lose, even if our country is reduced to ashes. Show your determination. I have to read this so quickly. Suppress your desires until we win. Send forth 100 million fireballs. The land of the gods is indestructible. Send a million fireballs? The land of the gods is indestructible? Ah, good. I mean, we're always talking about gods, so it had to be. Are we good? Our army, no, we're not good. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? Of course! Of course we can. It's the kamikaze window. There's a chance. You call yourself an imperial soldier using wishy-washy words like that? No! But it was good! It was good! God damn it. Okay, let's get the good answer because I screwed up. Has to be this one. We should never surrender. Never give up. Never surrender. That's what I thought. Okay. There's a chance maybe sounded a little bit too weak for them, I guess. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. Good. The soldiers, the ghost soldiers like me, guys. I have survived now. Okay, anywho, let's explore more. This is big. Ooh. Can we not do that? Human bones. It looks like the person was crushed to death. Ooh. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says AI. AI is the true monster, guys. I'm just kidding. I don't think they mean exactly the same, but do you remember that we saw, I think it was AI Asura back in the school, because then I was like teasing again with the whole, ooh, it's AI. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. Yes, you have the key. Let's not do this whole speech again. We know that we have the key. We don't need this. Okay, another lab. It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table is... How about that? A dead body! A headless corpse is lying there. I think that was the voice that I gave him, right? That I gave Banshee. Dude, this chapter is being extremely terrifying. I am not even joking. Like, I feel like Kanahiko's episode was mortifying. It was like very jumpy. Then the other ones chilled a little bit. But this one is getting on my nerves. Okay? Stop it. Stop it, game. Enough. Okay, it's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? Okay, we can examine them, but I guess we can't really do more than that. A headless corpse is lying on the top of the operating table. The head I picked up early might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Not right now. Like, I want to investigate everything, because I don't know. Are we supposed to do that? A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. And what, did they say that this was a man? A headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table. The head I picked up early might fit. They don't say that it is a man. We do know that it's a male's body with a female's head. So the fact that they said that the one in the ground is a woman doesn't make me want to attach the head to it, because I don't think that's going to be right. It still does it! It didn't stop! Freaking yeah! It's rusted filling cabinet. Phil, I don't even care. Just no! How dare you being locked? Tool. Do I have a tool? A rusted army sword? Fills with water has caused the entire blade to rust. I wonder. Short sword. A prototype weapon developed by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed in the hilt, but it's so flimsy that it destroyed after one use. It was never officially adopted. Do you guys think I might be able to use this little one? But what do I do with it? I don't have any particular good ideas. Okay, I wonder if I can use the other one. Okay, no, it doesn't seem that we have it. I wonder if I look at it, I can. It's a well-built bed. Whatever inside should be intact. Okay, so maybe I have not gotten what I need yet. Should we I'm gonna try to attach the woman head. I hope I don't screw up with this one. Cause I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna unlock the door somehow. I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. Oh boy. The world suddenly distorts. Ooh. Ooh. An horrific scene appears before my eyes. Is that spider legs? This is the woman on the operation table. Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. Oh. The sounds trigger a change in view. Men in a lab coat holding surgical tools. But they don't look like they're alive. Huh, the ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. That is terrible. Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid, soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the man in lab coats again. I wanna keep this in mind. From my right side, I heard someone comforting me. From my left side, I heard someone like the doctor, so I should keep that in mind, I think. Oh my god, okay, again, no, oh my god, okay, hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? They're asking me? Rude. We know that it's a chisel that's been used, but I don't think it would be my personal preference. This is for you, so you decide. That is mortifying. But it has to be the chisel, like, that's what we read about. Ha ha ha, good answer, you're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. That is terrible. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. I don't think so. I don't think you will. I think you're messed up in the head, sir. Shut up. You're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Excuse you? Do you hear this guy? Hear this guy? Wow. Be patient. We've finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. The whispers from my right fall silent. Yeah, I never dreamt breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey pig, do you understand? Stop calling me pig, dude. I want to smack this guy. I want to smack this guy across the head. Very harshly. I don't condone violence, but in this game, oh goddamn, I do want to kick his ass. Do you know the correct combination of head and body? Of course I do. Of course I do, because I'm smart. Not like you, sir. Okay? Okay. So it's male body, female's head. We do know that. Take that, surgeon. Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Yeah, I sold myself like that, didn't I? Gladly offer it up for the sake of your beloved country. I don't know, I think my head should stay on my body. Thank you. The problem is the soul freshness regardless of refrigeration. It's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate, hate, hate. Hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you, in the place where you hear me now. So I wonder if this that we're seeing right now was the actual statue that got turned into Cannon Soldier. Because I feel like that's what we're seeing right now, guys. Hate them, destroy them, understand? Yes, yes. Oh my god, okay, they're all yes. Interesting, that is interesting. All our choices were a yes. Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I am standing beside the operating table. We survived, guys. That was an intense one. Oh god. That was very intense. Oh, just then something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. I got a small key. Nice. That's exactly what we needed. What I just saw. No more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance? Yeah, actually. I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered, it might have been whoever's that voice belonged to. Huh, interesting. Can't say I'm surprised. Something like that happened here. So, what's that have to do with our marks? Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Banshee's right. This isn't helping us accomplishing our goal. Yes, it is. More than we think, guys. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. I feel like this was a very good help. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. Yes. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. Oh, it's gonna burn. It isn't coming yet. Okay, it isn't coming yet. Interesting. I glance over at Banshee, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. Interesting. It's interesting that it's not rushing like that. Okay, guys, let's open that little cabinet and see what it is inside. I'm gonna assume it's the chisel, is it? Okay, no, it's more research records. Okay, inside is an old gun and some research records. Suddenly, berserk, severe damage, sutra chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Okay, half spiritualized, like disposable vat, need sacred object. Attack, destroy human head. The heart of all of this, need to destroy human's head. We gotta aim for the head, guys. That's all it says. Got gun with blanks. Research records 3. This is very insightful, actually. They were talking about like the spiritual object again. And we know that it has to be used by a female. So I don't know how comfortable I am having Banshee right now. So that might be a problem. So what I think I'm gonna do, guys, is that I am gonna turn back home and get Hito, because I do not trust that they just mentioned once again the object and we don't have here. I don't want to go there. I just want to go home. But I am probably just gonna like fast forward this for you guys, and I'm just gonna be back with Hito so we can continue the investigation once again, but with the female that will be able to play the bells, because I have no idea when we're actually gonna be able to get the attack happening, because our mark has just budged like once. And that's very strange, but I want to be prepared. So I think like Banshee actually didn't do really too much for us as I was thinking he would, but I do want Hito right now, guys, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, so we're back. We have Hiro as our partner, so we can proceed with our investigation. We had gone left first, so now I'm gonna try to go right and see what we have on our right side, but at least now we'll be prepared. I still have no idea exactly what to do. Like, it seems like we might need something to plug our ears. That's gonna be important. That door does not create a lot of trust on me. I really will have to get deep into the notes before like we do whatever, but I really hope we get all of it, because I don't know, I feel like there's still missing information, or at least missing tools, because I have no idea how I'm gonna cover my ears. The door is stained with blood. Upon close look, it's countless handprints. I feel like that's where the people tried to escape. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. And we do, because we have the key that opens all. Inside the room, okay. There are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads, as it would, right? It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donation. Like, this is making me think back when we were doing the shrine, guys. When we were at the shrine, they kept talking about the grudge that had woken up all of these spirits. And one of them was like, that we were thinking was the stolen Buddhas. Like, that would be upsetting, the shrine being destroyed. But I don't know how that's gonna connect to this point. It seems this is where... Okay, I already read that, so moving on. It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is. I brace myself for input from the other me. I need your explanations, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. Also, the rabbit. Do you guys remember the rabbit? What happened to that? Like, the rabbit died with Mary, but I feel like we still need a closure to that too. Does that mean I should already know? I should already know, like, what to do or something? It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with the head cut off. It looks like it holds a weapon in its left hand. Wait, I have some gear. It's a statue that looks like a Vidyarja or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. Dude, that was hella creepy. It's a Vaisarvana statue. It's missing its head. Dude, that was wild. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. What about you? It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. What about this one? It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. I search all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's the sound of movement from within the box, bro. Okay, let's do this, guys. I've been contemplating life. That's what I do every time I play these games. Like, I contemplate life after. Okay. I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. No way. Was something sealed here? Did we just open the Pandora box? Oh man. So, was something in there? Well... Wait, it's Hito! I was still in my head that I was with Banshee, guys. My voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse. What birthed the spirit? There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? What do I have in my hand? Hiro is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans has enshrined a... Mary! Oh my god! This is the freaking pillow from the couches! Western-styled cushion! Hiro sighs disappointed. Dude, this is not irrelevant. I guess we're out of luck. No way this is the thing that gave birth to a spirit, dude. Oh my god, it's gonna all tie up! True. But the state of this room and the voices, something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. Bro, this is wild. This is very wild. Then the things we're searching for. Where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. Oh, it's now, guys! It's time! The mark burns scarlet. Dude, that has to do with Mary. It has to. It immediately is dying a deep crimson. Death is only a few minutes away. Oh, it's now, it's now, it's now, it's now. I don't know what to do. Okay, we know that we have to use the bells and it has to be Hiro using the bells, so We have to be very careful with that. Yes, death is closing in. Yes, it is. The spirit is here. You're too close! You're too close! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess I wasn't expecting like it to look like that. Hi! Okay, now you're not too close. A low sutra chant hums, trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. We don't have nothing to cover our ears! Okay. This is all that we have? Are you serious? Palm pistol, range sword, gun with blanks. Okay, I guess, I don't know. I just know that she needs the bells. You do the bells, okay? You shake the bells like there's no tomorrow, lady. The robber loses consciousness. The robber shoots the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. It turns the gun towards my head and fires? The blank explodes, my consciousness fades. That was bad. There's a strong... That is so smart. I actually like just grabbed it and I didn't realize that that would happen, but now I can't hear. That's perfect. And it's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Here is clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. That's perfect. The numbness has faded. I wonder if I have to do it again. Nothing happens. Cannon soldier yells, making my head clench. The robber was injured. Hiro was injured. Oh no. That can't be good. Can I use the gun again? Just like so we can't hear no more. Like, should I use it again, guys? Gun with blanks. It still has enough, so... It wasn't effective. Oh, it didn't work. I don't think this worked, guys. Nothing happens. I think we have to start using the other things, or else we're gonna be severely injured. Ah! Get away from me! Okay. He's a little bit not close enough, so... I think... we can use the ranged sword? Because... We need something ranged, I think. And she needs to use the bells again. You gotta just like do your little music. That's has to be. That's like literally the only thing that's written down. I have no idea what weapons to wear. Ooh, cannon soldier is wounded. We did it. The spirit fades and becomes intelligible. Was that what we're supposed to do? The spirit turns solid again. Oh god. Okay. Ooh, the robber was injured. Hero was injured. Please don't die, people. He's a little took. What is that? Why do you have so many teeth? Okay. Rusted army. Okay, we don't have no more uses here. Dude, I don't know. Sure. Please. Okay, cannon soldier is wounded. The spirit fades and becomes intelligible. Dude, what the heck is that? The spirit turns solid again. Oh, we're so gonna die. The soldier stabs its weapons. The robber collapses. My vision darkens. I can see the spirit slowly drawing closer. Dude, I don't know what to do. Okay guys, I think I have an idea of what to do. It seems like in the notes they were saying that saber and the sword cannot be used until we're close. I'm not too sure what they mean when they say saber because we don't have a saber. But in the notes it does say saber, so maybe we missed something and that's not good. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use everything else besides the swords, because it seems like we can only use them close ranged, and it seems like this one might be the close ranged one. So I'm gonna, because like we did use the short sword before, but I'm gonna try to use the other things first. But of course, before we need to use that. So I think we have a method, guys. I think we have a method. I grabbed the gun, but I cannot control my hand. Okay, 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 okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're not hearing the noises. We're not hearing the noises. We're doing good. Because I think that's probably the only part that I actually did correctly, guys. I think first we have to use the extremely long-ranged stuff. It would make sense, right? Okay, next one, next one. So now, I think it's the palm pistol and the bells. Okay, he got wounded. Let's go. Until here it seems like it's pretty much the same. Now I'm gonna use the long range sword and hopefully then the short ranged sword, because the rest's pretty much gone. So this and this. Okay. Let's go. They have spider arms now that I'm noticing. And they have baby hands covering the eyes. You have too many weapons, sir. Beautiful. Okay, so now we can use the rusted army sword and the bells, and please tell me that that's right. It's like I'm starting to feel like I screwed up because like, I don't have a saber. The spirit fades and becomes intelligible. Come on. Tell me that that worked. The spirit stops. Okay. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approaching behind me. A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back. But I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee? What is Banshee doing here? Is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip staining blood. This is... I found it in that room in the mansion. I told you guys the chisel was from the Cujo mansions. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for. The object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Cujo's mansion. Thanks, I'm going to use it. Oh man. I grabbed the chisel and faced the spirit. Okay. So, chisel. Yes. And the bells. Okay. Right eye, left ear, between the eyes, right here, left ear, right ear, guys. I knew that this was gonna be important. It has to be right here. Because that's what they kept mentioning. I jabbed the chisel and it's right here. It stares at me dispassionately. I think we did it, guys. I hope we did it. Finally, it smiles and disappears. It smiled! It smiled! That's usually good. That's usually good. Oh boy. Banshee, tell me that we did it. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore. Oh! Okay, so there's no doubt about it. I still have mine. What the hell? Are you for real? Once again, I'm the only one still cursed. I thought this was gonna be the end. Dude. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us. This dude ran from the mansion here. Props to you, Benchy. I love you. You're my favorite character now. Thanks for saving us, but you know what? That was pretty reckless. Love me this pretty reckless man. I thought I'd said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind. Tell us, old man. What happened at the mansion? Oh yeah, I wanna know. I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered to the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. I told you guys I was so into this. He must be in that room I found. I was kinda out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed so sure it'd be effective against the cannon soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said, to bring the chisel to you. Mary, is that Mary? And that's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created spirit. Exactly that. So I hoofed it over to give it to you. When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statues that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. I think we know. Probably something like the mysterious voice that guides me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. Or it's Saya Kujo! Because way before, I kept saying that it was Saya Kujo's voice. So just watch that being a thing. And that's what happened. So we had him back to the mansion, then the robber. For one, I'm hungry, but I bet demons worry too. I left without saying a word after all. Oh no. My guy was not looking good already. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all of that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. Well, you can do it yourself. I glanced at the statue fallen to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Tut. Is she just gonna stay and like die? Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged. Much obliged. Dude, this is weird. We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. We climb up out of the manhole in Hamnow South Alley. Oh, he's here! Damon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. Poor guy, he was saying that he couldn't do anything physical, and here he is running like a madman. He looks even worse than usually. He probably shouldn't have run. I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark is gone now, too. What in the world happened? I had something to give the robber. Isn't that right, hero? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Not mine. The robber still has his though. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? This always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from 8 shrines are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. Have a happy life. Love you all. Now it's just me, guys. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Ayakujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh? Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Good to hear your research is exciting. Not existing, exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Mizu. Like, I'd do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. the Robber, whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help you. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, the Robber. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like if you helped with it. See you around. I'm probably not even gonna survive. Do you guys see my mark? Like, all of these people, at least I know that Ito will help me with the statues, I guess. He wants to reveal the secret shelter, but I'm probably gonna be dead. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I wouldn't recommend. I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. I think that's a good idea. So you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I will bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things come down. See ya, the Robber. Bring more food next time, yeah? Of course. I wish I could bring him to Kujo Mansion, though. The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I'd got to decide what to do next. I don't even know. I thought this was gonna be the last one, guys. I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Benchy in the middle of the road, staring intensely at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are wide as saucers. Oh boy. I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before. Okay. What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all messed, having just gotten them back. But I don't have time to wait for him. Yes, you do. Yes! We first met 5 years ago. 5 years ago? Dude. And then again, 10 days ago. Yes, we have met 10 days ago. That we know. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kujo. Wait! Oh, so that's even more because we had met him before, like on episode 7. But that's... Okay, so we have been in Kujo's mansion 10 days. Oh boy. Okay. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I'm Lord the Robber. Rob the Robber, I mean. I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? Dude, everything. 10 days ago, yes. I don't know. I want to know all of them, but let's do 10 days ago first. I just seen the cannon soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Benchy's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It was weird to hear about myself this way. You had mentioned you'd be overseas. You had only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It split my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, you had the mark. You were acting all odd though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee too is of much nobler charter than regular folk. That's why I led a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear desperate mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet, so he stole from me! Which looks like an antique. They're inlaid with stumble designs. Am I Banshee? You've forgotten them at the restaurant. Let me see them. Tell me that there's an ID. Tell me that there's an ID. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. Ah! There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it. Don't ask me. You say you forgot an old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayakujo Spirit Healer. Oh, bro, this is intense. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remember anything. But I gave it back. I don't make an habit of carrying useless stuff. Was I working with Sayakujos? I was. Oh my god. Okay, Sayakujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo's mansion. It must have been the one Banshees returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. Next is... My voice crackled a little bit. Now, 5 years ago, I'm so glad we can do these questions again. You showed me up the shelter. I showed him the shelter? Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. I told him about the freaking project. Huh, actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the cannon soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual powers, so the army asked him to help. He loaned a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. He really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statue, cursed objects, and a holy talismans. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. I was investigating this for 5 years, guys. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Ito about the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. You said what happened 15 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. I got chills. Her. This is all Mary, guys. That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she Loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed... I have chills on my head, guys. Oh my god. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with a mark. Hey, old man, who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? Well, that's all I can tell you, dude. The Robert, we should get going soon. Am I gonna go to the mansion and Mary's there and Mary's gonna be laughing in my face? Dude, oh my god, there's so many questions in my head. Go? Where? I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. Dude, I am so extremely confused. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I need to. I guess we're returning to Kujo Mansion? Oh god, guys. Nope, the mansion's out of the way. Where is he taking me? Benchy clambers into the back seat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space. Huh, I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the Forest by H Castle. Bro. Oh, this is weird. This is weird! I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the cars I'm riding in. 10 days ago, I promised, in exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly, if you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear away impurity. Suddenly, my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. There are rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity. Ha! Gotcha! Luckily today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Exorcise impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me. Because we're Rob the Robber now. That's who we are. Deep inside, we have been Rob the Robber all along. No, I don't want to be here again. You know what? I don't want to be here again. How many times have I come to this freaking forest? Too goddamn many times. The creepy arch and thick trees look the same as always. You know where H Shrine is, yeah? No. Take me there. Lead the way. I don't want to. You've never been here? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. Fair enough. Tell me I don't need to do anything. Benji and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the Stone Torii Gate. Okay, here we are. The mirror! The mirror! And finally arrive at the desolated H Shrine. The few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of the flashlight. So that's the statue used in the project. Were stolen from here? Yeah, that's right. Is it really true the statues are connected to the mark somehow? I guess so. I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath. But 10 days ago, you said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. This curse I've been following this whole time. Then at some point I had to have been fed some huge lie. But what could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. It feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell. You said 10 days ago that altar holds something important. It's the mirror. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise impurities. It has to be the mirror. He approaches the small altar and puts his hand on the sliding door. Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty. Don't ask me. Wait, didn't we get something when we came here? It was already gone when I was here earlier. Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch. What was inside? A small fist-sized statue, a Nenji Butsu or something. It was the Go Shintai for the shrine. Oh yeah, we talked about that. The Kujo had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago. And again, it's the Kujo's family. They must have strong ties to the mark. I mean, they even put it on Mary. Do you guys remember that? We saw that in the picture. Well, this is about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son. Right. I'm still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but... Okay, it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Guys, this episode's probably gonna be super long, but I'm pretty sure this is the end of it, so I really want to go about this. Where did the Nejinbutsu go? I mean, we have found everything at the Kujo's mansion, so I think probably we should go to the Kujo's mansion. On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look towards the shrine. Each time I do, Benchi hurries me on the forest entrance. This is all so freaking weird, dude. I have the feeling that I trusted Mary all of this time, and she's been playing with me. Bro, she has been playing with me. It has to be. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not gonna go with me, I'm scared. I'm mortified, Banshee. You're not going to ride back with me? How dare you? I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a bit carsick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and the hills did me in. I just got a nice meal and I hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back. But it's pretty far from here. Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I was to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing, ha ha ha. Okay, Benchy. I really like knowing Benchy. Ooh, I kicked my ring light. That's not good. His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. Dude, this is gonna be so freaking messed up. I pull out of the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the street lights passing by, I go over everything Benchi told me. 50 years ago, in the shelter, the Kendan soldier went berserk, but it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier, but the Kujo family had used the Ninjibutsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me the mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Nejibutsu like they did before. I left it at each shrine so it could be cleansed of its impurities. But somewhere along the line, it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo's mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. Who is she? We know exactly who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. That pillow, exactly! You guys are seeing what I'm getting with this! And it definitely proves that she was there. 50 years ago, she made the cannon soldier move down in the shelter. The Cujo family's head sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. She's sacred objects for the project of which she was once were returned to the Cujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. Dude. Here we are! The entrance doesn't look any different. Uh-oh, guys. My mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. It seems she has no intentions of hiding her presence any longer. Ah, dude! Okay, guys. I think we know what to do, right? Oh, look at that! God damn it, Mary! How could you betray me like this? I feel so freaking betrayed! Oh my god! So we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. Dude, I am so betrayed. How could you? You came back to life rather quickly.
You gave me nearly a whole day, more than enough time. I admit that rabbit's attack surprised me. The rabbit was trying to help me! But unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable.
When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there. It might have suspected Mary's true nature, I mean.
That rabbit. Its great love for you pushed into a recklessness.
What was that rabbit really?
Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that and the answer will come. Though it is impossible so long as you bear the mark I gave you.
Dude, Mary gave me the mark. I knew it! I mean, I didn't knew for the whole episodes, but it brought us here and I am so betrayed. Oh my god. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish?
Dragging the livings to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that it is a spirit's utmost desire and joy.
I feel like now I have given her a creepier voice because of all what we know.
And I had your cooperation with achieving that.
Cooperated? That's ridiculous.
Oh, have you not realized yet? You did bring those pathetic mark barrels directed to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. The brief joy of their survival, only to be crushed like miserable ants. I savored the taste of that fear and despair, most delicious.
You had all of us help out, just to terrify the mark bearers even more?
Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in a small group. Do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once I did you doubt me?
I did not. I was sad. I was crying for Mary. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place, and I know my face must be
as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all of those spirits just to accomplish that.
Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was delightful. I just had to come along with you.
So you lied?
Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything?
I could be imagining it, but I feel like she's hesitated for a moment there. 50 years ago.
50?
Okay, this is still Mary.
50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits.
The Age Elementary abuse, the Honeybee Massacre, Seiko's assault, and they all happened 5 years ago.
I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then, the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power.
That must be the cannon soldier and Zukawa. Zukawa believed he was divine oracle from the soldier when he really had been Mary. She did as the great Asura said and transformed herself into Miss Zu. Wow, she was there for all of this, guys.
Once my strength returned, I bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark.
I know you've been toying with us, but well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way?
Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now, are you scared of me, Lord the Robber?
No.
Very admirable.
I'm not scared of you. Her porcelain face cracks. Oh! This is not her real skin, I think, guys. Oh god.
Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day.
Oh god.
Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you into pieces. But I waited. I am not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs.
Oh my god.
But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juice. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear.
Oh, dude. I'm scared now. I lied. Oh my god. The mark is that a deep crimson red. A few minutes left until death closes in. Okay, my thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Yes, it is.
Lord the Robber, wait for me. I'll kill you.
I can hear Mary stand up by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Check within the red. Check within the red in my room. That voice is talking to me. That's Sayakujo. It has to be Sayakujo's, guys. I still think that voice in my head, it's not me. It's Sayakujo. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room means? That's Sayakujo! Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka? She said it was someone who loved me. Was she my... Were we? Bro. I think we were. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? I knew it was Sayakujo's from the beginning, guys. I know it was her. I knew it was her.
I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Now, what was our relationship? Like, were we actually like lovers? Like, just friends? Oh my god, so many questions still, so many questions. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said checked within the red. It was the floor, there was a blood mark in the floor. Is something there? But where should I look? The floor, the floor, the floor, the floor. That's where we first found her dead, like her blood pool. Dude, oh. Sayakujo's blood stain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discovered that it's a small pouch. The pouch! Oh my god, okay. Inside, it's a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. Yes, it's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this Nejibuntu? It is. It seems to be stained with blood and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity, it hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of Nejimbutsus, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to seal Mary's power. He put the Nijibutsu inside her to seal her. Then, about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me! Bro. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. Oh god, the Nejibutsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. I was going to purify it and then put it back on her! That's what happened! To cleanse it, I left the Nejibutsu at the uncontained age shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July, the summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth, it could have been carrying the pouch! Then instead of the master key. Then the Nijibutsu was taken away from the age shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So he had no choice but to steal it away. But how am I related to that rabbit though? Am I a rabbit whisperer? The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of Mark Barris. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? I think it is. Bring it to where I met my aunt. And where was that? The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owners died, they must met their aunt elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint out to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and the spot where the rabbit died. The rabbit Sayakujo. Everyone Sayakujo, guys. I am freaking out. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Yes! Sensing something, I look down at my hand. The Nejibutsu impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without memories. Put the Nejibutsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark. Okay, Mary's mark, we saw it on the picture, was on her right arm, right? I think so. I think that's where the picture showed it. Then the whispers stop. The floorboard creaks ominously. I raise my head to the staircase rising into the darkness before me. Is she gonna like freaking jump scare? Oh my god, she's terrifying. A dark figure stands on the landing. I found you. She's so creepy. Do not touch me. Oh, the mark scorched me. There's so many. My head goes blank. It is her right arm, right? It is. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Oh my god, she's terrifying! Lord Robert. God, she is terrifying. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me. I squeeze the Nejibunto and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nejibunto on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nejibunto? Right. Right arm. It's her right arm, I'm so sure, guys. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nejibunto on Mary's right arm. Yes! Okay, yes. She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. I think that's why they carved that mark then. It was because of that. She's okay. Go ahead, Mary. Like, stop the screaming. We don't care. Marks bloom on Mary's one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curse of those she killed. Oh yeah, because we lost 2 people, right? That's, yeah, sad. Ah! Okay, dude. We did it! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, this was hell of a ride. Now what? Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly look down at my right arm. We did it! The mark is gone! I did it! I finally did it! I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya and the mark bearers' lives. I can't claim it's all over, but there's no arm being relieved for now. Oh god, guys. That was crazy. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming, wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops, almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather's clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Saikuja's family crafted. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button. This is Masamune Kujo. It's a man's voice. That's me! That's my voice, I think. A voice I know all too well. It's my voice! I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? From the beginning! Oh my god! It started 5 years ago. 2 years after I became Cujo's family's head. My sister! Oh my god, she's my sister! Bro! This is my house! Oh god! My sister Saya and I found a doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and I was presumed missing, so Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting, so I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. So I am the brother that we found. Oh my god, I'm off topic, sorry. That is so wild. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. Ninjibutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that I was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the Ninjibutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back into the doll. If I succeed, the doll power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters. But my power can compare to the Ninjibutsu. I can't guarantee anything. There might be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Ninjibutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. This is so wild. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clenched my fist so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past months, like the mark bearers. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? It had to be done. It just had to be done. It had to be done. I'm Rob the Robber, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. Okay, we did dude. Wow. Two months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to the rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christy kept quiet about the statues, our little reporter. So with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daemon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out to the shelter and returned them to Eight Shrine. By now, my Mary has completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision of Masamune Kujo was wrong. But at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the mark's victims, of Saya and the mark bearers, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo's family. About the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo's family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya's, referring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary cursed had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my effort to suppress her powers were completely useless. My memory unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residency in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudge of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues, they may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Let's see them back again. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year, probably trying to forget the events of that night. It seems he's even more obsessed with studying now. Yay, Sho Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's studying to become a police officer! Yay! Good on you, Sho! Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs, but the contents are so scandalous no one wants to publish it. Oh no! I heard her complaints over it the other day. The little girl, Suzo Morimiya, was able to see her father! Lately she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. Oh, I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. That's good! Oh, this guy. Eita Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day as usual. But what's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. That's good. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. The best of luck to him. That is so nice! I love this! A day doesn't go by that I don't see AI Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens alone at my age. Oh god. Our sorceress, Toako Asuoka, is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza.
Apparently, she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. And we have Hiro. Madoka Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Benchi squirrel a lot, but I wish she'd stopped complaining to me about it. So they all became like super tight, it seems like. Sunji Damon seems to be doing better now. Like a weight's been lifted off his chest. That's good. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Naru Benchi! Benchi Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stopped by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with a scent. Why don't we offer for him to take a shower in the mansion? Come on, my dude. Wash his clothes, like, come on, you have a mansion. Of course he comes to beg me for food. Oh, I liked it. I liked this. All the mark bearers who became victims, all for the sake of the terror Mary sought. Whenever I remember them, my chest aches. It does ache when I think of Mashida and my girl, that I forgot her name right now, but you guys know, Mo. Sad life. Is it possible? Do they bear a dark grudge against me for surviving? I hope not. I'm so sorry. How many times have I murmured that useless and meaningless apology? Like, I don't think they hold a grudge against us because they helped us with Mary, though. I think those were their bite marks. But I became more determined each time. All I can do now is make sure that tragedy never happens again. For that, I need to hurry my preparations for putting the Nichibutsu inside Mary. The Nichibutsu alone won't be enough to contain sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measurements. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. No. Did the mansion just lose power? No. What's going on? What is this feeling? My arm. No. It's burning. Bro, no. Why is the mark? No. What's happening? It can't be. Calm down, I need to calm down. First, I need to get a grasp on my situation. That's how I've survived this long. A horrible familiar noise echoes in the hall. There you are. No! Is she gonna mess with me again? She is! It all starts to go back to the beginning, right? She's gonna use me, it's gonna trigger people, I am gonna forget. That's it, isn't it? Okay, guys. And that was it. That was Deathmark. I am shooketh, to say the least. This was the most plot twist ending I could ever expect. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I was feeling safe. I was not feeling safe. It was Mary all this time. I was Saikujo's brother. Poof, my brain is like, I don't know. I am impressed. To be honest, there was a certain point, especially when we played Miss Zoo, where I was starting to go like, yeah, Miss Zoo chapter wasn't really interesting to me. It was like kind of boring in my opinion. But let me know in the comments what episode you guys felt like it was like your least favorite spirit. But for me, Miss Zoo was really like making me like, are you seriously, like, this game started so well and now it's like going this way? But oh my god, I am so happy I actually played the game like until the end. This was amazing. I am so happy. I definitely recommend you guys to also try and play it because as you've seen, there are a lot of endings that can happen. I believe I got the normal ending since I saw the little achievement that I've gotten. I do think there is like another hidden chapter that you can get. And yeah,
I think it will be like a whole different experience when you get to play. Also, if you're watching the video and you have played, let me know what was your ending. I would love to know. But that will be all for Deathmark. Here we are. It was amazing. I am so happy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you all in the next videos. Bye bye, guys.